What is going on YouTube? Hannah back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, Solana, as well as the S&P 500. As you guys know, we are still doing our crypto coin display giveaway. All you have to do to win one of these $130 crypto ticker displays is just comment your favorite cryptocurrency down below, as well as comment subscribed. And that's literally it. As I will be checking, and if you're not subscribed, you won't win one of these. More importantly, we have a lot to look at in today's video. I actually have a few articles that I wanted to share with you guys, and then we'll be looking at the technical analysis in regards to the fact that markets are still trading sideways, getting stagnant, and people are getting annoyed. But we have a few articles in regards to basically a model suggests Bitcoin price floor is 39K, and we're going to use this and kind of show you guys how if 39K was the price floor, how that would kind of interact with our Elliott wave triangle, and quite for the best, honestly. And then we're also looking at the fact that Coinbase just listed Shiba Inu on the exchange, which is absolutely incredible. And then we also have AMC, which is confirming to plan to accept Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Bitcoin Cash. This is all really good news, and it's also incredible to see that this is even possible in the space here. So we are going to be going over all that stuff. Also want to give a huge shout out to JPEG for sponsoring today's episode. Guys, I just started playing their new red and green as well as pump and dump game. I find it quite interesting, definitely some risk involved, but if you want to learn a little bit more about this, definitely stick around to the end of today's episode where I show you guys how to play it and how I made a few bucks trading around on their platform. Otherwise, if you guys are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, and let's jump into today's episode. All right, guys, so I guess I'm going to start off by going on Coinbase right here. As you guys can see, basically on Coinbase's Twitter, they posted a few things yesterday, basically showing you guys that, Coinbase is listing Shiba Inu, which is very interesting and quite ironic, and I wanted to talk about this. You can see clear as day, it's official, Shiba Inu is on Coinbase. Look at the impact that it had when adding Shiba Inu to Coinbase. You can see right here, the top #1 trending crypto right now seems to be Shiba Inu, which is up almost 30% to the day just by the listing on Coinbase, which I found quite ironic and quite interesting. I actually have it pulled up right here. So this is Coinbase right here, and as you guys can see, Shiba Inu is up 28%. Shiba Inu to USD as well as Shiba Inu to USDT. So quite interesting. So you can actually trade SHIB and then transfer it into SHIB to USD and convert it right into US dollars, which is quite interesting. And I find it quite ironic that, Coinbase would even accept Shiba Inu to the exchange. Just a few years ago, they would not accept anything besides like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, XRP, and that was literally it. They would not touch a soul or anything else. Now, I do want to show you guys a few other cool and interesting articles to talk about. So this is also very interesting. I also find it quite ironic because AMC has had a lot of hype around its big premiere movie theater situation for a couple of months now in regards to people shorting the stock and then buying it at the bottom and exploding the price all the way back to the upside. I find that quite interesting that that's been a huge hype around that, and now they're switching to accept Bitcoin. I think they're trying to really target that younger audience that literally helped with the big reversal that they had, and now they're starting to see or wanting to accept XRP starting to accept all these cryptocurrencies. I still just find it quite ironic that it seems like they're just trying to buy the hype, and they want the hype in there. They want all these crypto enthusiasts to take over, but I find it just very interesting. If it remains safe and reliable to use, it would seem that cryptocurrency will get even more important in future years. AMC unveiled its plans to accept Bitcoin during an earning call in August. The CEO detailed at Twitter, by the year end, we'll have the technology in place to use Apple Pay, Google Pay in our online ticketing, and in Breakthrough, we also expect to accept payments online in Bitcoin, and that's a historic step for AMC. It's just crazy because they were going out of business, and now here they are saying that they're going to be accepting crypto. I just find that quite ironic, as there's a lot of information about that. So now to dive into the technical analysis, what I want to show you guys right here, obviously as a current coin market cap, we know that for the most part, once again, we are consolidating. Markets are down about 2.45% across the board. Everything is literally down here, and I find this quite interesting. So looking at these cryptos here, you can see that for the most part, XRP has just been stagnant, flatlined out, not seeing any volume in this coin, trading at literally like 47, 48 on the relative strength indicator, but not doing anything. We've literally just been floating sideways, not seeing any good movements. Usually the outcome of these sideways movements in the markets are big volume injections or big volume being removed from the markets, which usually show major signs of flips and big volume opportunities to come into this market. So I'm just literally sitting here waiting for the opportunity to buy back into here, because this is really good news. I mean, this is really building up the hype and building up the, the steam and the pressure to its boiling point. And at some point it is going to pop. It definitely will pop, because this is not a sustainable, consistent thing. We don't see sideways lack of volume and lack of volatility in crypto, especially. It usually ends in some sort of major reversal pattern. I'd like to show you guys an example of kind of what this happens and what this looks like. I can't really find it right now, but yeah, usually though, when we see the sideways consolidation, it tends to pop the coin up with quite a bit of aggression and quite a bit of volume. So I am waiting now for the consolidation to finish. I'm waiting to see what exactly happens. We don't look too good right now. The fact is, we are literally trading using, this is a very strong support, don't get me wrong, but we are holding on to this for dear life. And if it decides to close at any point today, tomorrow, below this support level here, then we are going to be entering in for a short opportunity, shorting it from B to point C and capitalizing off that short to the downside. Now, obviously, if it does hopefully reject off of here and reverse up, we can then buy in above $1.30 and leverage this to the upside. But if not, we are going to probably be completing the B2C formation. Now, I find this interesting because when you compare it to Bitcoin, the article basically states that model suggests Bitcoin price floor is set at 39K. Survey shows hope for year-end 100K Bitcoin price. This is very interesting. You can see Bitcoin prices have been better after the second week of September, hovering around 46 to 48K per unit. Meanwhile, Bitcoin proponents still believe that significant second leg up will be happening this year. In a recent survey published with over 100,000 votes that Bitcoin will reach 100K by Christmas. You can see right here, but ultimately saying that there's a price floor at 39K. So this is what I wanted to show you guys. In addition to Plan B's recent survey, the lead insight analyst at Blockware Solutions Will Clement tweeted about the price model called the illiquid supply floor, basically saying that currently 39K seems to be the real bottom. And he also thanked saying that 39K is that bottom support and we're not going to be breaking below that, which is quite interesting. When you compare 39K into here and then you use it to our charts, you can see kind of how that will affect the market. 39K, we have a support drawn on. How ironic is that? You can see 39K is literally dead center in the middle of our Elliott wave formation. It's literally cutting this in half, and you can see why that's a bottom support and why we have that drawn, because there's clear reversals and clear problems with this zone where rejection and price supporting has happened numerous occasions. Not only that, it splits the Elliott wave and it splits the symmetrical triangle right down the center, which is interesting because I can't see the Elliott wave, if it does decide to correct, stagnate on 39K and then break back up or something like that. I would see it be breaking through 39K back to the downside. Obviously, it will have some sort of support and battle here, but then breaking through that to bottom support once again, which would be closer to like 34K. I find it quite interesting that to use 33K would basically get rid of this whole Elliott wave formation that we have and pretty much just consolidate us down in, and it would be more so, no, it wouldn't even be a descending triangle because we have broken below here. It's definitely for sure a symmetrical triangle. But regardless, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana have all seen, or Bitcoin and Ethereum specifically, have all over the past like 2 or 3 days reversed back up to retest its top resistance. Retesting, trying to break through that top resistance level. It wasn't just Ethereum. Bitcoin was doing so here. You can see a day or two ago, we had a major volume splat, like a spurge or whatever, splurge, whatever it is, to shoot us up from 44K all the way up to 48.5K, which is now currently hitting its resistance. We are hoping ideally that we'd be breaking through this downtrend and this trend line to get us back up to retesting $50,000, which we were not able to accomplish. We're still battling that right now, but markets are definitely looking grim. We have not seen much volume yet that we are honestly waiting for and hoping to get into this market, but it's pretty much just going to lead to more consolidation. It's pretty much what we've been saying the past couple of days. increase now. So if we can use these supports and hold ourselves above there, allowing the moving averages to come up higher, then hopefully we can break through here and we won't see a B2C formation happen in September, and we'll be able to use support to break us through our top resistances, break us through $1.30, break us through, $3,700, break us through Bitcoin at 50K, and this will allow us to complete the volume movements to the upside. Obviously, what you guys need to pay attention to is whether or not the price floor or price ceiling gets broken on the daily, and whether or not you should be buying in long or selling short. For XRP closing below like $1.04, let's say we close the daily at $1.02 or at $1, that's when we will short the coin. But if we break through $1.30 as a resistance, we buy in and leverage it to the upside. Ethereum, vice versa. You can see this is the sideways channel that's drawn. So I think if we break below our support, which would be closer to $3,046, we close below this trend line right here, this downtrend, then we would short it from B to C. We break through support, I would say closer to 3,700, we buy in and leverage to the upside. Bitcoin, same thing, 50K is buying in long, and shorting below 44.4 down to B to C would be the short opportunity and short solution. As for Solana, this is my only concern with these other cryptocurrencies. Seeing Solana just tank below its support here, you can see we were having quite a bit of problems here, quite a bit of uncertainty, and then it pretty much closed yesterday below there, and today we've just started to continue this drop. There's a big chance that this is going to complete itself down to $77, which is still a short opportunity on Solana. I still think it's overbought, or was overbought. Let's check out the weekly. Weekly is still overbought. It's just showing signs of huge uncertainty right now and potential withdrawal. This could potentially bring us down to $80. And how could this influence the rest of the market? Now that we're getting rejected off this top resistance, we might start to see swings back to the downside too. These are all starting to correct back down. Bitcoin's just hovering here, and if it does close below there, we could see some uncomfortable days, ahead in crypto. Even the S&P 500 actually recovered yesterday, and now we're starting to see some uncertainty. Well, actually, market recovered 2 days ago. Yesterday was some uncertainty. Let's see how today decides to open. But all in all, we've been trading sideways. It's literally just been a hit or miss market. We haven't really seen anything to buy into. I wanted to actually show you guys this before I wrap up today's video. Basically, sideways markets and sideways drifts basically say that a sideways market, sometimes called a sideways drift, refers to when an asset prices fluctuate within a tight range for an extended period of time without trending one way or another. Sideways markets are typically described by regions of price support resistance within which price oscillates. Trading a sideways market can be tricky, although certain options strategizes maximize their payoff in such solutions. So basically, you can see this is what we're looking at. Clear as day. We have a sideways market resistance, sideways market support, and we're literally bouncing off top resistance, correcting to the bottom, bouncing off bottom support, correcting to the upside, so on and so forth. But it can be risky. Yes, we know we could buy in and short the tops, but there's chances here that we can just stagnate as we have before on these tops and then break bearish. It's definitely a possibility, but ideally it would be buying in at the bottom and leveraging to the upside. But I don't like to trade inside of here because it can be very risky. And you can see that's pretty much what's happening with most of these cryptos. We're in a very big sideways, or whatever he called it, a sideways market or a sideways drift. That's pretty much what we're in, the sideways drift right here. XRP is seeing the same sideways drift. We have Ethereum, not so much, but this was the sideways drift right here. Bitcoin is seeing that. You can see this is clearly the price ceiling and the price floor. This is that sideways drift. So we're just waiting to complete this. And as the article states, profiting from sideways drift is just trading inside of here. But it basically ends with saying at some point it is going to break through one of those supports or resistances and continue to move in that direction, and that's when we'll buy in for that opportunity. All right, guys, so today we're going to be checking out JPEX's new game called Pump and Dump, as well as Red and Green. I found it quite interesting, so I wanted to play it with you guys, kind of test out their website and see whether or not this is a fun game that obviously does involve some risk, but might actually be of some interest if you guys like to bet in cryptocurrency. So let's check it out. As with all crypto projects, please do your own research and find out as much info as you can before investing anything. New crypto projects and token launches are all risky, and I always recommend not investing anything you are not comfortable with losing. So guys, JPEX says they will be launching more crypto games in the near future, such as gambling games, rivalries, etc. But for right now, I want to focus on this new game. And when playing the game, it appears as though you are simply betting on which direction some of the major cryptos could swing, such as Bitcoin and Ethereum. And it seems to be a very fast fast-paced game, kind of addicting, and looking at their ranking scores, it does appear to have other users on the platform, which isn't bad, and it definitely helps settle the nerves in regards to actually putting my money in and playing this game. Now, besides pump and dump for Bitcoin and pump and dump for Ethereum, they also just launched their red and green game, which I wanted to check out as well. As you guys can see, it's a fairly basic game. It's pretty much just figuring out which way the next coin is going to go. Are we going to go up or are we going to go down? And it's as simple as either choosing which one. You can either choose the next one or the next three to basically make more money and more profit. And as you guys can see right here in the instructions, it pretty much tells you what exactly you're going to do. In the red and green game, it is a game that calculates whether the K-bar will rise or fall in the next minute. You can choose to calculate the K-bar for the next minute or the next 3 minutes. And then the yellow box is the next time period, obviously, during which the player will bet. And that's pretty much it. So we can just choose it really easily. I have, as you guys can see, about $59 in my account, in my balance, just checking this out as to which direction we're going to be moving to. So if we guess that the next one is going to go down, it's as simple as just choosing down, right, like that, and then typing in the amount we want to bet. So if we wanted to bet, let's say 20, we can then buy it and then put in, or let's go up. Let's change it to up. We go up and we click buy. We've now put in our bet. So we're now going to see which direction we're going to be moving to. So our target is that we're going to move up, and we'll see how exactly this moves once we close the time in 10 seconds. So I guess all we have to do is wait. Okay, it just flipped. I guess it constantly changes, so we have to actually wait for the exact time period to close, and it's that simple. So we got 30 seconds left. Hopefully we close with the target facing up, hoping that we continue to rise, and then we should be in the green to capitalize on this run. And as you guys can see, we're slowly starting to increase our price, which means there's a good chance we're going to win within the 20 seconds. So let's see how we close. So we have 3 seconds left. Let's hopefully we close in the green. Yes, we just closed in the green, so that should complete my order. And I've just made $38 in USDT, which is pretty incredible. My target was up. We went, and the result was up. It's actually pretty easy and pretty fun if you ask me. And then you can see my order just closed, and now my balance is $77. So just like that, I made 30 bucks. This is actually a really cool game. Definitely make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out their new pump and dump game, as I've linked it down in the description below, and let me know what you think. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace.